No way.
Oh, I know it.
Oh, wow.
New year, but the segment is back. It's time to continue our weekly segment called I Want to Know, a series where we call in a surprise guest to answer one of our burning questions, and then the guest sticks around to chat with us about a range of topics. So today we are answering Ben's question, okay? So Ben's question was, what's the best way to invest my money? It's a good question, right? I think a lot of people are looking forward to that in 2021 as well. So here are your clues. You guys ready?
Yes.
Multi-millionaire businessman, one of the most successful businessmen in America, CEO of Camping World, which is the nation's largest RV retailer, and he's the star of CNBC's most popular reality television show in the history of the network. It's called The Profit, which has become the most watched original series in CNBC's history. Please welcome Marcus Lemonis to the PIX11 Morning News. There he is. Good morning.
Now, wait a minute. Who said Oprah?
I did.
I was hoping for Oprah, too.
I know, right?
Who is this person? What are we describing?
Marcus, thanks for being here. Ben asked a question I think everybody wants to know the answer to, right? I mean, is there an easy answer?
No. Well, I want to start with my word of the year, which is give.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I want to start with my word, which is, by the way, and give doesn't always have to mean money. You can give of your time, you can give of a lot of other things. So start with give. The best way in my mind to invest your money, and this is going to shock a lot of people, is to pay all your debt off. Every single penny of it. And you look at the amount of cash you have sitting in your bank account, and you look at the credit card debt that you have or any other sort of debt that you have, and it comes with a 7 to 25% interest rate with it. And so if you could take your cash and put it in a bank account or an investment that's going to give you 12, 13, 14, 15% return on your money, you would do it. You would do it in a heartbeat. Why wouldn't you pay your credit card off that's got a 15 or 18% interest rate?
Now, Marcus,
that is my tip for the year.
What if you don't have a huge amount of money to pay off? Is it just chip away at it little by little?
Look, I don't think a huge amount of money matters. It could be an extra $5 or $10. And people have this idea that it really matters how much. Every dollar comes with a 17-cent expense to you on an annual basis if you have a credit card. 17 cents of every dollar, you're just going to pay to somebody else. And so if a friend said to you they wanted to give you $1 and you would give them 17 cents, you'd say, no, that's too much. Well, you do it every day. And so I want people just to chip away at it, even if it's $1 a week.
This was Ben's question. Ben, is this making sense to you?
Of course, absolutely. First of all, I see you every morning on the West Side Highway with a pop collar and a denim jacket. By the way, not many people can pull off a pop collar and a denim jacket.
Right.
And I always say, that guy pulls off a pop collar and denim jacket. Second of all, absolutely that. But if you're good with that, because I'm always very good about paying off my stuff, I'm anal retentive about that. Is this an excellent time to invest in real estate because everything is going down? I imagine it would be.
No, because unfortunately, we don't know where the bottom is.
Interesting.
So if you look at the commercial real estate market that I think is going to have a little bit of trouble this year, it's going to have some collateral damage on the residential real estate market. What I would like people to do, which is what I'm doing this year, is eliminating debt and building cash. I just want to build cash. And when I feel like the time is right, I'll jump into things that I think make some sense. But in a normal environment, real estate is always the safest, except if you did it in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's not
But you have time to build that cash. Others need to put that money to work so they can make more money, because a lot of them have lost their businesses because of the financial times that we're in. So what would you suggest if people need to find a way to make money with their money? Where should they invest it?
Look, the best thing to always do is to invest in yourself, right? If you've lost your job, you can start a .com business, you can start a craft making business, you can do a lot of different things. But I think with all this uncertainty that's flying around, I just don't want to see people depart with their cash where they can't access it easily. And so if you're going to invest in something where you can't get it back quickly, I worry about that, because if you don't have a job, you're definitely going to need cash to pay your bills.
Ain't that the truth? I mean, you love small business, right? You always throw some money into small business to keep them thriving. But you have a new show that I want to talk about also. It's called Streets of Dreams, and we have a clip, and then we'll talk about it.
Great.
Roll the clip.
Why did it change your life so much?
I just grew up with nothing, and it's allowed me to employ 35 other people and give them careers, and it's just a very humbling.
To be totally honest with you, it's that level of humility that made it possible. And the lack of arrogance in business is absolutely the key. And so the fact that you care more about your people and you care more about doing
Isn't that amazing? So give me the premise here, because I'm amazed and fascinated by what I was reading this morning about the show, like zeroing in on 47th Street in Manhattan, right? The Diamond District.
Right.
You know, for years, over 100 episodes we've done of The Profit, where we go into a very specific business and we invest in them. And I think while that is my pride and joy, it was important for me to travel this country and to feature entrepreneurs who have done it right, who have this American dream story. And whether it's an industry like the music industry in Nashville, or diamonds on 47th Street, or the Cuban community in Little Havana on Calle Ocho, we really wanted to focus on people that are doing it right to inspire.
Good bling.
I know.
That's some good bling. That's some,
Cuban line.
Like my neck
Suits you.
that's some good bling right there. Marisol?
I actually have a question. Hi, Marcus. It's a huge fan of yours. My question is actually for, I think about my kids and my nieces and nephews. My niece is going to graduate from college. She's 20, and I just keep telling her, Abba, you need to save your money or invest your money. And she looks at me, and her eyes get glazed over. But is there one thing you can impart to me that I can tell her about what she should be doing with her money as she's approaching adulthood? And she, thank goodness, has gone to college free because she's so smart. But what should she do with her money?
I want her to build her cash so she can buy her first car on her own, or make her first down payment on her first home on her own. And a lot of kids don't understand that. They think it's about buying the latest, shirt or whatever it may be. And if we can get these kids to understand that just saving a little bit so they can have the financial independence, the ability to help out their parents, the ability to help out their grandparents, or help out themselves,
or their aunt,
I think is more important than anything, or their mom. Yeah, exactly. It's more important than anything else. I think we want to get kids away from, in fact, we want to get everybody away from this idea that they have to buy stuff.
Right.
New cars, new boats, new planes, new stuff. I think after going through COVID, we want people just to have some cash in the bank, no debt, and have a good job, and just get back to the basic
We're
things.
done with buying new planes.
I hear
that's
ya.
for sure.
I know. My
Yeah,
last
seriously,
plane.
I miss buying planes. OG has a question.
Oh, yeah, I have two questions in one. The first one's not that important, but who's your stylist? That's the first one. Secondly, when you said that give is your favorite word of the year, it's going to be your word of the year, I was excited, and then it broke my heart when you said it wasn't giving money, because I thought I was going to ask you for a loan. So what can you give me?
Advice.
I can give you I can give you money, but I want people to really think differently. I think giving is one of those things that people always associate with money. And as we went through 2020 and we go into 2021 with a more loving atmosphere, more loving attitude, I want people to give of themselves. And if they can't afford to give money, right, we're dealing with food insecurity in America. I'm really a big supporter of God's Love We Deliver right there in New York City.
Yeah.
We want people to be able to eat. We want people to be able to have a home. And so that giving that I'm looking for doesn't always have to involve money, because I want people to pay their debt down and save some money at the same time. What was your first question? Who's my stylist?
Yes, please.
Myself, actually. I shop for all my clothes myself.
There you go.
Well.
There you go.
The hoodie with the leather sleeves that you wore,
That
I
was
was like,
nice.
It's very, I mean, it's very.
You know, it's funny. It was a Givenchy sweatshirt, and I wore it in Nashville, and people were like, "What is that?" And I didn't even want to tell them. I'm like, "I don't know. My wife got it. I think it was the Gap or something." I didn't want to tell them it was from Virgo.
Don't tell him it's Givenchy.
Pronounce it Givenchy right.
Marcus,
You pronounced it correctly.
awesome to have you here.
Yes.
Awesome to hear
Thank
your
you,
advice.
Thank you.
Thank
Happy
you
New
so
Year.
much. Happy New Year to you. And I like that. I like his whole philosophy behind the word give. By the way, your new show, I'm very excited for it. You can watch Streets of Dreams Tuesdays at 10 p.m. on CNBC. Marcus, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
he said he'll give me money. I hope you guys heard. He said he'll give me
We
money.
didn't
I
hear
heard
that.
that
No,
part.
he never said that.
Yes, he did. He said
We
I
didn't hear
can give you
Yes,
money.
I did.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. Marcus, thank you very much.
Don't let her know where you